Welcome back, everyone, to the Deep Dive. You know how we do things around here? We take a single, intriguing artifact, a piece of data, a conversation, really anything, and then we dive deep. And today's no different. We've got this snippet of a conversation about Revit.
Yeah, you know Revit. It's one of those legendary pieces of software. I mean, at least if you're an architect, engineer, construction, you know that world.
Yeah, it's infamous. And today we're going to see if we can pull this little conversation apart word by word, really get down into the nitty-gritty and see if we can find out what it tells us, not just about Revit itself, but about the challenges it presents to people who try to use it.
Well, and it's fascinating to me how much you can learn from just a tiny little, exchange. It's
Right.
like you're doing an archaeological dig, but with words.
That's a really good way to put it. I like that. Okay, so to set the scene here, we've got Bob and Singh, who sound like they know what they're talking about when it comes to design.
Right.
And Bob starts off, he says, Singh, people say Revit is user-friendly. And then he pauses. I think it's more like user-tolerant. I love that. It's funny, right?
Yeah.
But it's got that little edge of, ugh, I've been there.
Yeah, and that word choice is really telling, right? User tolerant.
User-tolerant.
I mean, it suggests like there's a grudging respect. Like you respect the power, but you're also maybe a little afraid of it.
Right. It's going to do what it wants to do, and you better just hang on.
Exactly. It can do these amazing things, but you're not always in control, right? It's not necessarily going to bend to your will.
So is that kind of like other professional tools, do you think? Like a surgeon's scalpel, right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't really call that user-friendly, you call it effective.
Right.
Is this kind of a hint that Revit prioritizes functionality over ease of use, do you think?
It might be, yeah. It could just be, the demands of the industry. You've got these incredibly complex projects that require, really, really complex tools to handle them. And maybe, just maybe, you have to sacrifice a little bit of that user friendliness to get that power.
Okay, I'm with you. So then Singh comes back and says, true, it's like a cat. Sometimes it listens, sometimes it crashes.
Yeah.
But hey, that's why we're here. I love this.
Yeah.
It's so playful, but it's also,
Oh.
it's so true.
Right.
It really sums it up, doesn't it?
It does. It's like this perfect analogy for that, love-hate relationship, we all have with this kind of software. Sometimes it's purring along, everything's working beautifully, and you think, oh, I love this piece of software. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And then the next minute, boom, it crashes, and you're pulling your hair out. You're like,
Yeah.
what? What did I do?
It's that panic, right? When you're like, wait a minute, when was the last time I saved this? Oh, no.
Right. And it's just, that spinning wheel of death.
Yes. Oh, it gets you every
Oh,
time.
it's so frustrating.
It's almost like we're at the mercy of the technology.
Yeah.
I bet you have, you must have a few software horror stories, right?
Yeah.
From over the years.
Oh, I definitely do. I remember one time, and I won't bore you with all the details, but it was a major presentation, right?
Yeah, of course.
And 5 minutes before I'm supposed to go on, the software just decided, nope, I'm done. I'm out of here.
Oh, no, that's the worst.
And I was scrambling, trying to reboot. But, it's those kind of moments that remind you, even the experts, we all have these struggles, right?
Absolutely. So this whole cat and mouse game, this isn't just a Revit thing, right? This is kind of a bigger picture.
Yeah, I think it is. And it really points to the fact that as software gets more and more powerful, it also often gets more demanding of the user.
So what does that even mean for all of us? Everyone out there for how we learn and how we work in a world that's becoming more and more reliant on this powerful technology. But technology that can also be, I don't know, temperamental.
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And
Yeah.
and there aren't any easy answers. But maybe it starts with just recognizing that mastery of these tools, it's not like a destination. It's a journey.
Mm.
It takes patience. It takes a willingness to, troubleshoot, experiment, and maybe even a sense of humor when those crashes do happen, because they will happen.
Yeah, you got to laugh or you'll cry, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think we've seen today how even just a quick little chat about Revit can reveal some pretty big things about how, humans and technology are working together these days. It's
Yeah.
pretty fascinating stuff, and I hope everyone listening will think about the tools that they use every day. Are they becoming more cat-like?
Yeah.
And if so, are you ready to be that skilled cat whisperer? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and we'll see you next time.